In today's video, I'm going to show you some of my new guppies that I got. These guppies were ordered from Guppy Train. How's it going, everyone? These bright yellow guppies are called Platinum Galaxy Tiger Guppies. I got them from Guppy Train. This is the only yellow guppy that I have at the moment, and I'm really pleased with them. Here's the female with her bright black and yellow tail, and look at this straight line here. It looks like a scissors cut it. The male has some iridescence on his back, and these guppies will stand out nicely in a tub or pond. The male has a really unusual dorsal fin, kind of has a shape of a crown. I assume these guppies got their tiger name because they're black and yellow, and also because the male has stripes on his body. These are 5-week-old males. You can see yellow developing in their tails. They don't have any patterns on their body yet. At 5 weeks old, these guppies are really active, really hungry all the time. And these are the females, 5 weeks old. Yellow is starting to develop a little bit in their tails. And here's a tank filled with Platinum Galaxy Tiger Fry. Let's take a look at my second new guppy strain. More guppies from Guppy Train. These are Blue Star Galaxy guppies. Getting them acclimated. Here's the male and there's the female. The male and females both have matching dorsal fins and tails. The male has a nice big solid blue tail, and he has a little yellow on his body with some nice dark patterns. He also has shiny iridescence on his whole body. Here's the guppies in a 10-gallon aquarium, the male up above and the two females. The female seems to be attacking the male. Let's watch that again in slow motion. That explains why the male has all of these tears in his tail. This poor male is getting beaten up by the females. Here's a young male Blue Star Galaxy guppy. He's 6 weeks old and has yellow in his tail. Therefore, he's not going to look like the adult male Blue Star Galaxy. He has some orange developing on his body, a little black here, and some iridescence on his backside. I'm curious to see how he's going to look when he's fully matured. And here's a tank filled with Blue Star Galaxy Fry. Next, my third new guppy strain. These are called Red Mosaic Green Sheen Dragons. Here's the male guppy doing what most male guppies do, which is trying to impress the female so they can breed. Here's the female in a 10-gallon aquarium, and look at her, she's stunning. Here's a close look at the female. Look at those patterns on her tail, on her dorsal fin, her dark pectoral fins. She has well-defined scales on her body. She also has a nice tail shape. It's a half moon, and here's the 90-degree angles. Here's the male. He has lots of iridescence on his body. Nice tail pattern, nice colors, nice dorsal fin. Watch the female's eyes. She's checking out the male. Here's their 5-week-old fry in a 27-gallon tub. This is a brand new tub, so there's no algae on the walls. Here's a closer look at the male fry. They're 5 weeks old, and you can see some color developing in their tails, and I'm really hoping that they look like their parents when they mature. These are the 5-week-old females, still have a lot of maturing to do, and hopefully they'll grow up and look like their mother, with lots of color, nice tail. Okay, now let's take a look at my fourth new guppy. Here's the blue diamond guppies. This is the male, the female on the left. They're in a 10-gallon aquarium. These are the breeders. I have one male and two females. The plastic floating artificial plant provides hiding spaces for their babies. Without these plants, a lot of these fry might be eaten by their parents. These guppies are becoming one of my favorite guppies because of the male's shimmering blue tail. I also like that he has a matching dorsal fin and tail. And his tail is not dark blue. If the tail is too dark, it'll almost look black. And here's the 5th new strain of guppy that I'll be raising and breeding. The Dumbo Red-tailed Patriot. Here's the guppies in a 10-gallon aquarium. I'm very excited about raising and breeding this guppy. He has large blue pectoral fins, solid bright red tail and dorsal fin, lots of iridescence on his body with a little bit of blue. The female has a red tail, very nice. The male's pectoral fins are really large, so he uses them to move forward. The male kinda reminds me of my Dumbo Mosaic guppy males. Here they are. They have the iridescence on their body, a little bit of blue in their body, and they have that large blue pectoral fins. The only difference is these guppies, they have the mosaic patterns on their dorsal fin and tail. And the Dumbo Red Tail has a solid bright red tail. That was all 5 of my new guppies that I ordered from Guppy Train. I'm looking forward to raising and breeding these guppies, and I'll soon find out which ones breed true, meaning which ones will produce guppies that look like them. In my next video, I'll be showing you some of my new guppy tubs that I set up. When I first started this hobby, I started off with 1 tub. As the days and months went on, I got more and more tubs and more guppies. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching. Here's Ala Moana Shopping Center, the largest in Hawaii. This is during the COVID-19 pandemic. The mall was shut down and completely empty. The mall has since reopened and there's lots of people now, but during the pandemic, it looked like this. This is a really beautiful shopping center. There's ponds, this is Japanese koi, water lilies, and here's the food cart. Normally it's really crowded, but today it's empty. Here's another pond with koi, and here's another one. The sound of water is really relaxing. And here's some guppies. Here's a nice female with a white tail. This is the end of the video, and if you watched it this far, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care.